How you doing? What the fuck did we just watch?
Mate, don't even. So I've just done a video on it about like 2 minutes ago. Um, Genuinely, it's exactly what I said it was going to be. Just UFC 5.5, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's so bad. I'm getting mauled in the comments saying I've obviously put what I thought. Everyone's
Yeah.
saying the same, but there's the odd few people saying, "Oh, shut up, you're gonna buy it."
Oh, mate,
Which,
like,
I mean, what did you see new in there?
um, graphics. They've definitely done better. Oh, that's the one credit I'll give them. The graphics. I think they were definitely up from 5, which I thought would be hard to do anyways, because that was kind of like next gen already. But I think the only thing I really saw different was kind of like the kit. Maybe, obviously, the new modes. That was different. We got them, but we already knew that was coming anyways, didn't we?
And we
If
might
I'm
have to wait
honest,
a year for that. That might, but
mate,
that's probably what we're waiting for, right?
I think the new modes. I've got a theory that one of them is the White House. I think 100% because you saw Cyril Gahn and Alex Pereira at the end, and they were in the Octagon, but they weren't in the White House venue. So I think putting them in the trailer, showing a fight, but not in the actual arena that they're going to be in, is kind of a signal that they don't have it ready yet.
Yeah.
So I think that'll probably be one of the expansions where you have the White House event. Maybe it's like a little mode as well that you get with it. I don't know, but
But
yeah,
man, I can't believe it. I was so excited as well because I was like, no, they know this is the last chance now. Everyone was
yeah,
saying it's the last chance. Um,
exactly.
I think the only thing I noticed was Arman had a beard and Paddy had braids. That's
That's
it.
what I said. That's exactly what I said. So I was like, they've actually got Paddy's model correct. Um, I think McGregor's one was copy and pasted, but obviously he hasn't fought since, so I can't really be too judgy with that. I took the mick out of Holloway's hair. I thought that was atrocious. I've never seen Holloway have a buzz cut with a perm in ever. It was just, I don't even know. I'm probably being a bit too picky there, but I don't know. I just think with this game, like, it's just a clear example. They just don't care. They
Yeah,
don't care. They make the money. They know people are going to buy it. But I think it's a spit in the face, to be honest. If I'm being humble about it, like I
yeah.
don't know if you've seen how my reactions usually.
Have you
Um,
done reaction to this one yet?
I've just recorded it, so it should come out either today or tomorrow.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it will be out, and I'm just honest, man. I think the best looking model I saw in that whole trailer was Thompson, Wonderboy Thompson. I thought he looked pretty good,
Yeah,
but I spotted a mistake that they'd made in that, and it was I don't know if you saw it, but you know when Ian Gary knocks him down, he
yeah,
like kicks him in the head.
yeah.
So they were hyping up the ragdoll KOs this whole way through. That's one of the new additions. What they've done is, if you notice, they say different camera angles that aren't in the game, but it is gameplay. They've actually changed the camera angle when Gary knocks down Wonderboy so that Ragdoll KO looks completely different, but actually it's exactly the same that's on 5.
But well, I didn't see a ragdoll KO. I didn't see any. There was all the same. That was the most disappointing thing to me. You know when
Yeah.
Max knocks down McGregor first,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was that weird like he gets knocked down to his knee and his hands holding
Yeah.
him up, and then his right leg sort of comes out and then up. It
Yeah,
just
it's weird. It's weird, man.
ah
Oh,
yeah.
it's like, oh, sorry, I was going to say, like, one thing I wanted to really see and was really important to me, they've gone so much about the striking overhaul and everything like that. For me, I think the one that would stand out would be striking uniqueness. How everyone has their own sort of style. Like they've even been recording fight motions. I've seen Cody Garbrandt, I've seen Ricky Tercios, I've seen a lot of people go in and have their motions recorded. Yet when it comes to the guy who's on the front cover, say Holloway, I thought he didn't look any different. And then like McGregor as well, they made him do his uppercut straight hand because that was his combination. But I'm not stupid. Like that in UFC 5 is exactly the same as what they showed in that trailer. They think it looks different. It doesn't look any different.
Yeah, and they got that wrong. It's usually the left straight, right uppercut.
Yeah, exactly.
Which,
I just, mate, I'm sorry, it was
yeah,
unbelievable. I was like, no
yeah.
way.
I'm trying to be positive and take something good from it, but at this point now, I mean, if this is what UFC 4 should have been, maybe imagine if we went from 2 to 3, which was a really good
Yeah,
progression, and then 4 and 5 was just ass. So imagine if we just went
yeah.
from 4 to this, then it would have been like, oh, okay, cool. And then Mark Goddard looked weird. Do you think that?
He looked a bit bloated, didn't he?
Yeah, it's like he had like a wide frame and torso, but his arms when he was waving it off, I don't know, man. I don't.
It's it's one of them ones. I think you are right. This was their last chance. I do agree, and I think. I mean, I try to always portray myself as people are always like the same thing you've been getting in the comments. They're like, "Oh, Canio's just hating. You're just saying this." If there was something good about the game, I would 100% talk about it. But from how big of a fan I was with the early series, like growing up, when I was in school, like early years of secondary school when UFC 1 came out. So going through all of them games, it was brilliant. Like 1, 2, 3, I was like, it's just getting better and better. And to actually witness the downfall in a time where you can actually judge a game, you're not just a kid buying a game and thinking it's sick. Like you actually get to analyze it. I'm going to be honest and I'm going to hate on it because it shouldn't be what we're getting in the time that we're in with the power of consoles that we get. I've always said I'd much rather them take a few more years and work on a better game. That's good. If they said, "Oh, we're having a delay because we want this to be the game," I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, like, there's not really. I don't know if you can get any worse than what we're at right now. But yeah, and we haven't got that. We've got rushed. I knew it was going to be rushed when they said it's coming out in June, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. I think with the time frame you've been given it, you'd at least go end of the year. But you know what we got in this trailer so far, we didn't get much gameplay. I think. I mean, we obviously got bits of it, but it's edited, isn't it?
Yeah, no, and you are right when you consider we don't get these games yearly like NFL, NHL, FIFA, FC as it's called now. We get it every 2.5, 3 years. So the
Yeah.
jump should be bigger in
Yeah.
changing.
Exactly.
But I got a little bit excited at first. I thought, oh, maybe this is sort of like a cheeky leak sort of hint at McGregor and Holloway. But then I remembered the UFC 5 trailer when it was McGregor and Chandler at the start, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe not, but
It's weird because in the UFC 5 trailer, I mean, I did a video on this a couple of days ago. In the UFC 5 trailer, I spoke about pretty much how they showed all these different fights, these animations, and we just didn't get in the game. They were never in the game in the first place, which I think, in my opinion, is really bad from a company. Just be honest, straight up, and show what you're going to give us. So in UFC 6, when I'm seeing this trailer and I'm seeing the flying knees, I'm seeing these punches, I'm seeing like Nunes and Kayla Harrison doing cage wrestling, like in half guard up against the fence. I just don't believe we're going to get that. And I think even if we do, they're things that should have been in the game that were already in the game, 10, 15 years ago in Undisputed? So I'm like, THQ isn't even a company anymore. EA has been a company for I don't know how long. How have you not just gone and taken that anyways and put it all back in? It's like they're taking little bits of it every 2-3 years and just putting it in. I'm like, you're not giving us anything new then. You're just giving us what we already had.
Yeah, this is all stuff that should have been in the game anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, UFC 5, I thought UFC 4 was bad until UFC 5 came out. And it was so bad.
I mean, I was amazed at how bad the graphics went from 3 to 4. Like, I thought 3 looked great. The ranking system I think was actually that bad on 3. I mean, I know it's the same division thing, but it wasn't as bad as what we're experiencing now. I just thought the models looked better, and we had the clinch game.
Yeah.
When 4 come out, I was like, so we've just deleted half the moves and put in some. I don't know what they thought with that submission game was. That was crazy how they thought that was perfect. To then get UFC 5, and I was like, yeah, the graphics are great, but let's just be real. The game is awful.
Yeah.
It is a bad game. And you're right. I think 5 in its ways is worse than 4. I think 4 in some ways actually feels a lot smoother on the feet with the striking. But at the end of the day, like, I don't think they care about it anymore. To be honest, it's a money making scheme now for the store, the alter egos, the skins. Like, I've never known a game where you have to buy a DLC for later on in the year to get a new arena. That's like me playing FC 26 or whatever one is out now, and having to pay $7.99 or $14.99 or whatever to unlock Wembley Stadium on career mode. It's pathetic, in my opinion.
I've always used that example. It's like spending, what is it? Is it probably the same price? I don't play it now. I play eFootball. It used to be called PES.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what the price is. It's probably about 70 to 100. It's always on offer though on the game store.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's I always use the same similar example too. It's like paying 70 to £100 for FC, and then having to wait or pay for certain players on a team.
Yeah,
You know, like
I agree.
you got a DLC for Messi. Well, they do that, don't they? With like legend versions of them. But
Yeah, I mean, that's an ultimate team, isn't it? But like, we're talking like the base game itself,
yeah,
when you play like with your mates or with your friends or whatever,
yeah,
you've got them all unlocked because they are in actual leagues. They're active right now. But
it's
mate,
it,
it's just outrageous. I don't even. There's no way of getting through to them.
yeah.
They, I'm doubling down. I don't believe they watch mixed martial arts. I don't think they do. Like, I just think
They
it's
can't do.
pathetic. There's no way they watch MMA. And the one thing for me that really stood out was out of all the fighters in the roster, even the upcoming ones, they chose Cody Garbrandt to come in and do fight motions when the only win Cody Garbrandt's had was because he was kicked in the nuts 3 times. I
Yeah,
just think there are better options. I wouldn't really care if, like, I don't know, like the bottom ranked fighters in each division had different types of fight emotions. Like, if they were just standard, I wouldn't care because let's be honest, we're gonna play as Taporia, we're gonna play as Gaethje, we're gonna play as McGregor. So having their emotions, I think, is much more important than having unranked fight emotions. If that makes sense.
yeah. Well, I was
But
really yeah. Go on. Sorry.
no, go.
Yeah, I was really when I seen I've been calling him Ricky Turquoise. What's it? How do you say his last name?
I don't know. I heard Tertios once,
Yeah,
so I'm
you've
just
probably
trying
got
to
it.
go with that.
That sounds right. Yeah. So when I seen that he'd been scanned in, I thought, oh, that's good. Then the lower ranked guys, they're getting
Yeah,
scanned in. So all the top ones, they already like Wonder Boy and McGregor. You can and Pereira. You can sort of see this. It's sort of there, isn't it?
yeah,
But
yeah. Like
it's,
Pereira's obviously got his guard and everything like that.
yeah,
But I just got a feeling there's going to be so many other characters that have the exact same as them. So it's as if like they just kind of made just enough so it looks like it, but it's not actually there. I mean, okay, tell you what, I think Pereira's might be because he's the front cover. So I reckon they've probably done a lot of work with him. Fair enough.
the leg kick did look
Holloway,
good. That's what I'll say. The leg kick looked good.
yeah, yeah. But like the one thing I see in it throughout the whole trailer, as soon as it said actual gameplay, I was like, right, I'm going to make a proper analysis on this now. And the amount of punches some of these fighters were taking with no guard, I instantly looked at it and I went, brilliant, arcade all over again. They're never going to go for simulation ever with them games, which I don't know maybe about you, but for me, I think was the better way. Like when I played Undisputed 3, when I got a knockout, it was hard sometimes, but then when you got it, you felt like you earned it.
Yeah,
It was a good way to go. But with UFC 5, like it's 50 knockdowns a fight or 1,000 punches to the head and nothing happens. Like, you don't get them in the middle of that. It's either one or the other. But it's yeah, man. I mean, I did see the ground elbows. They obviously multiple elbows on the ground. But I think that was one of the knockout animations from UFC 5 when you TKO someone. They do a
yeah.
couple and then the ref pulls them off.
If they know that we've been asking for multiple elbows and we only seen one, and if there was more than one, the ability to do land more than one, they would have
Yeah,
showed that. But what's it
it's
like for you, like as a UFC video game content creator? Because you could easily just lick their ass, couldn't you? You could
easily
get up
so.
there with them.
Yeah, I mean, I've not been approached by EA personally to ever make videos from them, and I've always stood by this with like my subscribers. I wouldn't ever take them like on like a will. I wouldn't ever do a sponsorship for them because I think the
Yeah,
spit in the face that they do would go against who I am, if that makes sense.
yeah,
But I have like for example, like Undisputed. I did a video for Steel City Interactive, and I mean, a lot of people didn't like that game. I actually did enjoy that game. Um, there were bugs. Don't get me wrong. There were problems, but as a whole, I just quite enjoyed that because it was different. But as a content creator for UFC, I could easily, yeah, go, oh, hey, do you know what, guys, don't worry about it. UFC looks great. Like, it's going to be really good. Just trust in the process. Or it's better than last year's or something like that. And I think, don't get me wrong, like, there are other creators out there like Naz. I think Naz, me and him have had our problems in the past, but I think he'll give the same opinion as me. I think we both could easily suck up to EA, rinse the viewers out of them, and then they, because if they just go, oh, it's a bad game, they'll still watch us anyways because we think it's great. But I'm not going to do that. In my opinion, I think I've got to be honest and open. It's not a good game. We haven't had a good EA UFC game since 3, in my opinion.
Yeah.
4 was okay. The graphics wise, it was crap, but I don't think it's been anything close to UFC 3, UFC 2. I think that was kind of like the peak. So it's hard in some ways because we're kind of like, how to put it, it's hard for me to make content on a game that I don't even enjoy. If that makes, and I've openly said that.
Yeah.
Like, I've told my viewers, I did a rank series a couple of years ago, and I'm just raging every video. And it actually got to the point where I had to stop the series because my blood pressure was so high. Like, I was getting palpitations and neck pain, and I was like, "This at 24 years old, this game's causing me harm." I was like, "This isn't good." So it's hard to find content for the game that doesn't make you angry, but it's also easy at the same time because I could just rinsing it isn't fake. Like
Yeah.
me rinsing the game is honesty because 90% of the community feels the same. Like I guarantee you, me and you have the same opinions about UFC 5 because
Yeah.
we understand how bad it is.
Yeah.
So it's easy in some ways. Like when I do reviews or when I talk about DLCs or something like that, that's where it's easy because I can be honest. They're scamming you. Don't buy this. It's not what they say it is. Whatever. But yeah, it can be hard sometimes when you try to find enjoyment out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing all your guys' reaction to it. But I
Yeah.
know you hate it, and that's what you'll say. But people like Marshall, Proxys, and Naz are the other ones that I watch. They
Yeah.
can't really say that it's good. They'll probably exaggerate things that they like a little bit. I don't know, but I'm looking. But they can't sit there and say it's good. But I have got a
Yeah.
list of things that I wanted to go through you with. What
Yeah.
should be in the game, what shouldn't, what basically just fucking us moaning about it.
Yeah. Go for it, man.